Good morning, all of you. Now, today, in continuation with the same history chapter, the national movement, we will have a look at the popular leaders, and we already had a look at few of them, so we will continue. And first, for today, we have Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Okay, so Muhammad Ali Jinnah, he was the leader of the All India Muslim League, and this league founded Pakistan, and so Muhammad Ali Jinnah, he served as the first Governor General of Pakistan, and he is officially known in Pakistan as Qaid-e-Azam, means the great leader. And he rose to prominence in Indian National Congress, and he also in his early years he talked about Hindu Muslim unity and even helped to come the Muslim League and the Congress to come together for the Lucknow Pact of 1916. And so during that time he stood for Hindu Muslim unity and even brought the helped bring these two parties together so that they can present their views together to the British government. But both the parties, the Congress and the League, they failed to form a coalition government to rule an independent India, and they had so many differences and they could not come to a compromise, and because of that, you know, partition was inevitable, and so we had the partition. And as the Governor General of Pakistan, Jinnah, he led the efforts to rehabilitate the refugees, and now that happened on both sides of the border. Here, Nehruji, he was also concerned about rehabilitating the refugees because on both sides we have lakhs of refugees, and those that have to be provided with homes, children with education, people with livelihood, and so he was the one there to look after the refugees, and he also helped frame the national policies on foreign affairs, security, and economic development, as he was the first Governor General of Pakistan. Next, we have Jawaharlal Nehru. Now, he was a major political leader of the Indian National Congress and a pivotal figure, means the main figure, one of the main figures in the Indian independence movement, and he was the first and the longest serving prime minister of our country. And he rose to be the Congress president under the mentorship of Mahatma Gandhi, and he was a very charismatic leader, full of charm, and was a very good orator and a radical leader who wanted to bring about positive change in the society. And he under his presidentship only, the Congress, they passed the resolution for Purna Swaraj in 1929. So under his leadership, under his presidentship, the resolution for Purna Swaraj or complete independence was passed, and ultimately he was recognized as Gandhiji's heir or Gandhiji's successor. Nehruji, he raised the flag of independent India in New Delhi on 15th August 1947, and he served as the first prime minister. And the long term that he spent as the prime minister, it helped in shaping the structures of the modern India. Then we have Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. He was a Pashtun or a Pathan and a political and a spiritual leader, and he was also known for his non-violent opposition to the British rule. So he was a follower of Gandhiji's views and ideals, and he was also known as Badshah Khan and Sarhadi Gandhi or Frontier Gandhi. And so in time, Ghaffar Khan's goal, it came to be the formation of a united, independent, and secular India. So he did not stand for the partition of India, and he wanted a united country, independent, and a country which was based on equal religious rights for all. So he wanted a secular country, and to get this aim, to come to this goal, he founded the Khudai Khidmatgar or the Servants of God, and they were commonly known as red shirts or lal kurti during the 1920s. And Ghaffar Khan, he also had a close spiritual relationship with Mahatma Gandhi, and he strongly opposed the partition of India. Now, towards independence and partition, now the Congress, they failed to bring the Muslim masses uh, they failed to mobilize the Muslim masses and failed to bring the Muslim masses in the national movement in the 1930s, and this allowed the League to expand their support base, because when the Congress, they were not able to bring the Muslim masses to this national movement under one umbrella. So the League, they got the opportunity to do this. And in the early 1940s, when most of the Congress leaders, they were in prison, so now Muslim League had a good opportunity to enlarge its support when most of the leaders were in Congress leaders were in prison. And in 1945, when the Second World War ended, so the British, they started talks and discussions, negotiations with the League and the Indian National Congress for the independence of India, that how the transfer of power should be and all that. And but the talks failed, and then in 1946, elections to the provinces were again held, and the Congress, it did well in all the general constituencies, but the League, it performed very well in the constituencies which were reserved for the Muslims. And so the League, it continued with its demand for Pakistan, and in March 1946, the British government, they sent a three member cabinet mission in India, and this mission, it discussed with the Indian leaders that how transfer power should be transferred from British government or the British Crown, British Parliament to India. But the Congress and the Muslim League, they could not come to a compromise to and many of the specific details of the proposal, so they did not come to any compromise. And so because of all that, now partition was inevitable. And so after the failure of the cabinet mission, the League, they continued with their demand for a separate state of Pakistan, and it announced as 16th October 1946. It was to be observed as a direct action day, and on this day, riots broke out in Calcutta, and it resulted in the deaths of thousands of people. And by March 1947, this violence, it has spread to different parts of northern India. And because of the communal riots that happened during that time, and because of the partition, thousands of people, they were killed, many lost their hands of it, they were maimed, many were orphaned, they lost their parents, and many died of disease and starvation, not having food to eat, and millions, they became refugees on both sides of the border. So many millions of people, they those who had been living comfortably in their homes, leading their lives peacefully, now they were living as refugees. The madness and the trauma which the people had to undergo, now it is indescribable. We think that okay, yes, it would be like that, but it is beyond our comprehension, that how much trauma and madness the people suffered. And partition, it led to families being split. We might have seen some movies also that some people, members of the family, were able to cross the border, some couldn't, so there were split families and confused identities, torn loyalties. Means people earlier were they were living together, they were being like lifelong friends, now they were bitter enemies, and after the blood of another. And then uh, earlier they all belonged to one country, they had their loyalties towards one country, they had loyalties towards the people, though belonging to different community, living near them. But now all of it changed, a new country was born, and new boundaries were there, many states in India, they also changed. And so a new country, Pakistan, was born. So we got independence, but the joy of our independence, it was marred by, or it was mixed with the pain of the birth of a new country, Pakistan. Let's have a look at Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose and the Indian National Army. Now, there were many heroes who were born at the time of the national struggle, and each they had their own method, but all wanted to achieve just one goal, and that was to attain Swaraj, or independence for India. Now, some believed in non-violent methods like Gandhiji, Congress, but some did not. Some were ready to use force and even arms and weapons when it come to getting independence. And one such hero was Subhash Chandra Bose, who was popularly known as Netaji. And he was influenced more by Lokmanya Tilak and Aurobindo Ghosh, who were revolutionaries, and he did not agree with Gandhiji's view of achieving independence through non-violence passive resistance methods. And his heroes were Rana Pratap and Shivaji, and he believed that the only way to get independence from the British rule it was through direct action, not just by passively resisting the oppressor, but he wanted that there should be a direct way, and it even if it had to be through violence, then like they were the revolutionaries, they were not averse to using it. At first, Netaji he joined the Congress party and he was even elected as the president of the Congress twice. But because he did not agree with Gandhiji's view of non-violence and resistance, passive resistance, so he broke off from the Congress party and formed a separate party which he called as the Forward Bloc. And on various occasions, he was even imprisoned for his revolutionary activities. Now, at the time of World War II, the British they were in a tight spot. At one point, it felt that maybe Germany it could pull off a win in the Second World War, but it was only after America's entry in it that the whole scenario changed. But so during that time, it was. Um, at one time it was felt that yes, Germany could really pull off when like I told you, but America's entry it changed the entire thing. And 1945, the Second World War it came to an end with the Germans defeat and the Allied parties they being victorious. But during the time of World War II, when America still had not joined the the Second World War. So the Britishers at that time they were like in a tight spot because they were getting so much pressure from Hitler, and Germany was really doing at that time well in that war. And so during that time, Netaji he was under detention in Calcutta, and he decided to take advantage of the situation because all the attention at that time it was on winning this war, and so like all the focus was on some other thing. And so he took opportunity advantage of this situation, and he escaped. So dressed as a Pathan, he escaped to Peshawar, and then from there he moved on to Moscow, to Kabul, and then to Moscow, and next he went to Germany, and there he met Hitler and told him that what he wanted to do for his country. And Hitler he was impressed, and he also promised to help Netaji. And Netaji he then organized all the Indian prisoners of war to form the Liberation Army and free India. Then in 1943, Netaji he went to Japan and he formed the INA in Singapore, that is Indian National Army. And the year 1945 it witnessed the it saw INA waging war in the northeast portion of our country, and he inspired this army, his INA, with the battle cry of Delhi Chalo. And the people, like they were so filled up, they wanted to free India. And even though he did not succeed in this particular battle, but he still somehow got this message home that now the British realized that the Indians they will not settle for anything less than independence, and they were really very serious about getting independence, and they will do anything to get this independence. And uh, then on August 17, 1945, Subhash Chandra Bose he died in a plane crash while he was flying from Bangkok to Tokyo. And though he did not live long to see our independence, but his spirit it still lives on and inspires through his word Jai Hind. Okay, so that was the chapter. Understood, all of you? Yes, class 8th.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And like I tell you again and again, you need to do this chapter very nicely and very thoroughly, because you will be doing this chapter again in class 10th. So get your basics right with this chapter. Okay, let's mark the exercises. Are you people ready with your pencils?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. First one, multiple choice questions. Which of the following pairs is incorrectly matched? Which is incorrectly matched? Tell me.
Ma'am, foundation
Ma'am, foundation of Indian National Congress.
Okay, right.
National Congress 1880.
It is 1886 written here, but what year it was founded?
1885.
Right,
Ma'am,
1885.
1885.
Correct. Which of the following was not a moderate leader among the four mentioned here?
Ma'am, BG Tilak.
Ma'am, Bal Gangadhar Tilak.
Yes, he was a radical. In Deltaic Andhra, which movement was referred to as the Vande Mataram movement?
Ma'am, Swadeshi and
Swadeshi.
boycott.
Swadeshi or boycott.
Right, Swadeshi or boycott movement. When did the Jallianwala Bagh tragedy occur?
Ma'am,
13
13
April
April
1919.
Right, 13th April 1919. Do or die slogan was given by Gandhiji at the commencement of the beginning or the starting of which movement?
Ma'am, Quit India movement.
Quit India movement.
Okay, right. Which of the following statements regarding Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan is incorrect?
Ma'am, he opposed
Ma'am, he
Mahatma.
opposed Mahatma Gandhi.
He did not oppose Mahatma Gandhi. He was a follower of his ideals and principles. Match the following. First president of the INC.
Ma'am,
W.C. Banerjee.
Okay, W.C. Banerjee. Jallianwala Bagh.
Ma'am, Amritsar.
Amritsar.
Netaji.
Founder of
So,
INA.
ma'am, founder of INA.
Correct. India's first woman governor.
Sarojini Naidu.
Sarojini Naidu. Indian National Congress.
Founded in 1885.
Founded in 1885. Right. State whether the following statements are true or false. The Arms Act of 1878 allowed the Indians to possess arms.
Ma'am, true.
False.
False.
Ma'am, false.
It disallowed them, not allowed. Disallowed them. Did not allow them to possess arms. The first session of INC was attended by 72 delegates.
Ma'am, true.
True. In 1906, the All India Muslim League was founded by Aga Khan. Yes, come on.
Ma'am, true.
True. In 1918, the British passed the Rowlatt Act.
Ma'am, false.
Which
Ma'am, in
False.
1919 they passed.
Yes, right. Mahatma Gandhi started the Quit India movement in 1945.
Ma'am, false. Ma'am, in 1942.
Right, correct. Fill in the blanks with the words given below. Sarojini Naidu participated in the Dash conference in 1931.
Round table.
Round table.
Round table.
Okay. Subhash Chandra Bose was popularly known as Dash.
Netaji.
Netaji. Gandhiji arrived in Dash from South Africa in 1915.
India.
India, correct?
India.
The Dash Satyagraha was a non-violent protest against the British salt tax.
Ma'am, salt
The
satyagraha.
salt satyagraha, right. The Indian National Congress chose Dash as its main tactic for winning
Ma'am,
independence.
Ma'am,
Satyagraha.
satyagraha.
Okay, correct. So these were the exercises and the question answers I will give you in a PDF.